All right, it's time. Hello, everyone. Can you hear me? It's good to be with you today. I am Scott, the community manager for another Eden, the cat beyond time and space, and welcome to another Eden Winter Festival 2022 Global. This is a global simultaneous live stream. Welcome to everybody in the chat. I see that some of you are actually watching more than just this stream. It looks like some of you are also watching the Japanese stream at the same time. Hey, thanks for the extra engagement. But for those of you who are watching other streams, just a note for them, we are going to be trying to announce information at the exact same time. There may be slight differences though, so we please ask for anybody who's also watching streams in other regions, please no spoilers in the chat for our big announcement or any of our announcements today. That said, thank you again so much for being here. A lot of people that are familiar faces, some that are new. It's good to see all of you. It feels like it's been a while. How's your winter going? Melody, Zet Gaming, Paulo, Galaxy, Cold. Yeah, I actually, you know what? A little bit of personal information, a little small talk off the top. I took a little trip to Korea recently. Ooh, boy, was it much colder in Korea than it is in Japan right now. It is mild, relatively, here in Japan, I have to say. Otherwise, I would be complaining about the cold as well. I want to give you out before we get so today, obviously, as we've been hyping up, we've got some really big, exciting news to share with you, which we're going to get into later. We're going to try to time that around the same time that everybody else shares the news. But before we get to that news, there is a couple of other things I want to get to. First, as we said on our social media, we're going to be doing a community edition of Dream Team. And in addition, before we even get to that, one quick thing. As you may have seen earlier today, we put up a post, a campaign post, asking for your reactions for Chronostones. If we had gotten to 400 reactions, we'd get 400, 500 for 500, 600 for 600, and so on. I'm happy to announce that we blew right past our 600 goal within like an hour of posting that post. So people can look forward to getting 600 Chronostones. More on we'll announce more details on how that will be or when that will be delivered at a later time. So well done, absolutely well done to all of you there. Did I say within an hour? I meant about just a little over an hour. And with that, we're going to get to everybody's favorite fun segment, Dream Team Community Edition. Now, we'll play this until it's time to make our announcement, so don't go anywhere. The announcement, the big announcement could come at any time. We will interrupt this segment to make the announcement when we're ready to do so. So don't go anywhere. But while we're waiting for the announcement, let's have a little fun. Dream Team Community Edition. How to play. So our contestants which are many of you, I think in this chat today, have submitted parties for the theme of holiday planners. This is a team that would be throwing a holiday party together. You all will vote on the party that best matches the theme, that is, planning a holiday party. Submissions have been collected from both Facebook and Twitter, mostly Twitter, if I'm honest. The identity of the contestants behind each submission will be revealed after voting is completed. I know a lot of you in chat, though, are probably going to find yourselves and your parties on this list. Please no spoiling who you are, although feel free to drop subtle hints and give your arguments why you think people should vote for yours if you so wish, without so overtly explaining that it's yours. Finally, the contestant who submitted the winning party will get a nifty imaginary internet point that you can then brag about to all your friends and family. So that's something that you all can look forward to there. Without further ado, let's get started. Round 1. Holiday Planners. Our first party in the number 1 slot is called Parta. This is Parta. And their reasoning, Dewey, just because he'd be really cheery. Lovely can cook. Sheila knows how to prepare a party. Seti, mainly for retro and clock, would make things interesting. Farhan could take pictures, and Aisha could try her best playing music. LOL. End quote. Our second entry is labeled Planner Gang. Shigude and Victor look like they'll be a blast to have in a party. Samora can cook. Shion alter, because he said not to call him to make plans for party. Adding Sheila and Chio too, because Shilo likes to make a party at the Dragon Palace. So she has experience, and Chio can help. Yeah, good point. Sheila is no stranger to throwing a party here. And then our entry in the third slot is called Chill. I imagine the party happening in Baruoki. Victor and Zilva and Grandpa will be telling stories to their grandchildren. Samora and Lovely are the cooking duo, with Fine perhaps helping out too. And if we can have more than 6, not pictured here, all the Baruoki story gang will be there. So let's start our poll. Round 1. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, our poll is live. Go ahead and vote in our poll. I'll let this poll run for about 2 minutes before calling it. Tentatively, it looks like number 1 taking an early lead. And again, feel free to make your case, state your case for your preferred party. If you think 1 should win, or 2 should win, or 3 should win, let the chat know why. Best Boy Sakamoto makes the compelling case, Dewey, 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 Dewey. Looks like 1 is, with 131 votes, 134 votes, it's got 42%. Number 2 is second place currently with 33%. Number 3 in third place with 26%. It looks like number 1 is probably going to take it unless somebody can make a compelling case for one of the other 2. But I think we're running up on the 2 minutes anyway. $149 votes are in. $150 votes, and yeah, looks like we're about maxing out on our votes here. 2 is catching up a little bit here, clawing their way back here at the end, within 4%, but there's the 2 minutes. Just came up short. Number 1 is our winner. And who submitted these? Well, we have known as Blep on Twitter. Submitted number 1. Also, shout out to Sakina and Media Blanc for their submissions as well. You can tell Blep is somebody who's very in tune with this game, you know where blep comes from. Blipple blipple blep. That's right. I hope that you wear your imaginary internet point proudly. You bring honor to your family and your ancestors. Round 2. All right. Same theme. All of these are the same theme today. The first one is just called Chaos. Got you for the fireworks that is bound to get out of hand. And for that, we're going to need Yuna to put it out with her dance. And Aoife to give Yuna enough courage for that. Then we have Claude for stand-up comedy. Nagi, since we need someone to finish all the leftovers. And finally, Hardy, who invited himself somehow. In the number 2 slot, we have the Smol, that is S-M-O-L, as is said on the internet, Small Creature Squad. I can't say if they fit at a holiday party, but hey, aren't they cute? And then, finally, the third submission is called Chill. We have Mistrare for the songs, Fine for cooking, Suzette for eating, everything Fine cooks, but mostly sweets, of course. Altena is Fine's friend, and Aldo and Nona just chilling in the background like 2 friends. And this person, I should say, wishes everyone good luck. So we'll start our poll here. Round 2. 1. Oh, it looks like, actually, before we get to this vote, I have some breaking news. It looks like we are about to make our announcement. So, with that, we're getting close to our announcement. So before we go to the vote, we might come back to this. We might come back to this a little later. But this earpiece that doesn't actually exist in my ear, may be telling me that we might have our announcement coming any second now. And by that I mean I'm keeping an eye to see if I can make this announcement. Oh, it's too exciting. Here we go. Here is the big news to share.
夢の中で猫が言ったんだ。助けてくれって。
目の前で誰かが困っているなら放っておけないだろう。
理不尽に奪われる人たちがいる。なあ、俺たちのやることは一つだ。
There we have it. The big news we had to share is we've got a new Symphony, a crossover between Another Eden and Tales of Symphonia and Tales of Arise are coming. What do you think? What did you think of that? What did you think of that video? Anybody, by the way, who is on the edge of their seat for Dream Team Community Edition, I'm happy to go back and finish that at the end of the stream after we get through all this exciting news. I personally, I love that trailer. It's so much hype. The music was amazing. I agree, and I can't wait. With that, on that note, I can't wait to share with you more about that later. And in fact, you might notice that the music has changed a little bit. I hope you can hear the new music I've got playing here. But that's right. Anyway, we've got the crossover coming. The crossover called Crown of the Pale Dawn. That is version 2.14.3. As most of you are fully aware, this is not our first collaboration with the Tales of series. And to kind of briefly touch on our previous Symphony, the story of that, and give you a little bit of a synopsis so you can kind of catch up. One day, they dreamed of following a cat. Thus began an ephemeral meeting between the brave four guided by the tale of light and the ones who stand against the darkness. At that time, the Shadow Tale claimed to be the heir to the planet. There it was, quietly and unceasingly preparing for the future it desired. The present, a world ruled by tyranny of the aristocracy. The future, where people are stripped of their individuality. The past, where spirits are mind-controlled and abused. These inexplicable incidents transcend time and space, leading to an unprecedented crisis. What awaits you at the end of the journey? A flawless world? Or something else? So that was our previous and scene. And that was our previous Symphony. Our next Symphony crosses over with two other Tales, very popular Tales titles, including these two, Tales of Symphonia and Tales of Arise. I hope. Are you not entertained? I don't know what else to say there. I think that I think that's just, if you're gonna pick two Tales of series, definitely not bad ones to collaborate with. So let's give a little bit of background on some of these titles for anybody who may not be completely familiar with these. Tales of Symphonia, the RPG that resonates with you. The Tales of series' first full 3D entry sold over 2.7 million copies worldwide. It's a thrilling adventure that weaves between two worlds with rich character drama that still resonates today. It's hailed as one of the series' most popular entries. The remaster, Tales of Symphonia Remastered, goes on sale February 16th, 2023. Then we have Tales of Arise. Tales of Arise is the Tales of series' 25th anniversary title that released in 2021. It has sold over 2 million copies worldwide, won many awards, including the Tokyo Game Awards prestigious Award for Excellence in 2022. Experience a tale of liberation featuring characters with next-gen graphical expressiveness. So those are the two titles we're looking for, and we've got, let's share some of the key visual here. We've got some arts and music surrounding these games to share with you here. First of all, let's take a look at that. How about that? Our key visual art for love to hear your thoughts on this. What character are you most excited to see in Another Eden? Losers Become Winners asks, can I get this as a poster? I'll think about it. Let's put a pin in that. All right. Let's put a pin on that comment real quick. All right. The opening video. There's going to be an opening video as you start this symphony, which was used in the trailer that you just saw as part of the trailer you just saw. Animation was produced by Production IG, and man, Cyrus has never looked so cool. I know, like if you've been watching me give you the updates about Another Eden in the past more than a year now, you know that Cyrus is my guy. And like he just looks so cool in these. But it's more than just music. It's more than just visuals. There's also new music for this. The Light, which is actually a song that you heard in the trailer, and I believe what you can hear right now under me. The Light, newly written by Kankaku Piero, who wrote the opening theme for Tales of Arise. And we actually have a comment from Kankaku Piero about it. The song was written, they say, quote, "The song was written with the hope that it will be a bridge between the worlds of Another Eden and the Tales of series, and that the characters in the stories will shine brightly in the game world. Kankaku Piero presents The Light, a song that has a sense of speed and a somewhat fragile quality. We hope you enjoy it." But this is not the only song that you can look forward to. We've got some more new music that will debut as part of this symphony. In addition to the theme song, new music by the Tales of series composers will be added, including composer Motoi Sakuraba, who has composed new battle music and a song called Full Force from Tales of Symphonia, and then Shinji Tamura, a composer who has composed a Fatalize arranged version, which is original from Tales of Symphonia. But why just talk about it when we can listen to it, right? Let's preview a few of these songs. Let me make sure I queue up the right songs here. First, we have Hope in My Hands by Motoi Sakuraba. All right, wanted to let that play for a little while. I didn't want to interrupt that while that was playing, but we do have a comment from Tales of series composer Motoi Sakuraba about this track, who says, "I'm very grateful for this opportunity to collaborate again following last year's collaboration. I think the new track, Hope in My Hands, has a cool finish that combines the battle-like hard feeling, exhilaration, and a Tales-like feeling. For the Full Force crossover arranged version, which we'll hear a little bit later, I used the actual synth tones used in the melody sampled from the original song in order to improve the reproducibility. The addition of guitar adds a more rock-like feel to the track, but I think it'll be nostalgic for those who have played it in the past. I hope you have fun playing it." So we'll hear more about that. Now, let's take a look, before we get to that one, let's take a look at, or take a listen, not a look, at Fatalize, crossover arranged version by Shinji Tamura. Once again, this is Fatalize, crossover arranged version by Shinji Tamura, and we also have a comment from the Tales of Series composer Tamura-san, who says, following the previous Fighting of the Spirit, this time I rearranged Fatalize from Tales of Symphonia. I made the arrangement to match the current era without destroying the worldview of the game at that time. And I've added live violins and guitars, giving it a gorgeous atmosphere. I hope you enjoy. What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on the tracks? Which one is your favorite so far? All of them? I mean, both is a completely valid answer. Absolutely. Like the battle music? It's good to like the battle music too, because the battle music you'll hear a number of times, for sure. All right. One more track to show you. Aponia, Prayer of Salvation, composed by Kan Inoue from the Right Flyer Studios sound team. Here we go. Once again, this is Aponia, Prayer of Salvation, and we do have another comment from Kan Inoue, the sound director and composer, who says, Aponia's Prayer of Salvation is a song that expresses the overlapping and sometimes conflicting thoughts of various people about pain and salvation, which are the themes of this crossover. Enjoy the development and tone of the music, which expresses a storyline and fantasy that are not as straightforward as poetic justice, while still being battle music. In addition to this track, this crossover will also feature many other nostalgic tracks from the Tales of series, remakes for this crossover, and new music and sound content from the Right Flyer Studios sound team, who have supported the sound of Another Eden. Please stay tuned. Look forward to that. And we're going to move on to some character introductions. You're familiar with these characters, I'm sure. While we are listening to the character introductions and until near the end of the stream, I'm going to let those new songs that you just heard play on a loop in the background here. But pardon me for introducing characters and giving you more news over the music. A lot of people already excited about Hoodle. First, we have Lloyd, the hot-headed, dual-wielding swordsman, voiced by Katsuyuki Konishi. Abandoned in the forest as a baby, he was adopted and raised by his dwarven foster father. He dreams of being cool-headed and smooth, but he's a really friendly and hot-headed guy. Growing up surrounded by many different peoples, he holds no prejudices. Thanks to his foster father, he's very deft with his hands. A lot of alliteration going on with this in here. Twisting the tongue a little bit. Then we've got Colette, chosen to regenerate the world one kindness at a time. Voiced by Nana Mizuki, the chosen one of Silveralt, burdened with a mission to regenerate the world. Kind and gentle, but rather clumsy, she trips over her own feet a lot, and often knocks holes in the walls. Though gentle, she has a strong backbone and never quails in the face of hardship. Then we have Alphen, the man in the iron mask. His sword of fire burns at a cost. Voiced by Takuya Sato, a young man with amnesia who once lived as a slave. Before he remembered his name, the mask on his face gave him the name Iron Mask. Though he can't feel bodily pain, he's more sensitive than anyone to the pain of the downtrodden. After taking up the blazing sword, he strides forth as a liberator. A lot of a lot of thirsty comments in the chat for Alphen there. Can't say I blame you. And then we've got Shion. With iron sights set on fate, her pride is as high as her aim is true. Voiced by Shino Shimoji, a Renin woman cursed with thorns to bring pain to anyone she touches. She uses special astral arts and a rifle for long-range combat. She seeks to fulfill her goals by any means, and her bearing is cold and harsh. Still, there's kindness hidden behind her icy demeanor. So we've got something that we haven't done before, the animations. You can kind of get a good look at these character animations here. You can kind of get kind of a sense for how some of these characters are going to look in action, especially their basic attacks. I'm gonna go ahead and say I think of the four here, in my opinion, Alphen's looks the coolest. I mean, that fire sword is just it looks sick. I agree, Jaden. I agree with you. It looks sick. But those are not the only characters that you're going to meet. There are more characters here that you will, from both the Tales of Symphonia and Tales of Arise series, that you will that will be meeting in this symphony. So look forward to them. I asked this at the top. Now that I've introduced everyone and you've gotten a more detailed, who are you most looking forward to meeting in this? I see a lot of support for Dohalim. Rinwell, Easy, Shion, Colette. A lot of good Rinwell. Good mixture here. Everybody's got a fan. All right. So we've seen some of the visuals in the trailer. We've seen some of the characters. We've heard some of the music. But what about the story? What is this symphony about? Well, let me get a little synopsis. Let me hold on. I gotta put on my dramatic voice. It came like a dream that feels all too real. A glimmer of light in the shape of a cat calls to faraway heroes. Save her. Pain is everywhere, and it does not discriminate. Past, present, future, suffering is the one constant. Despite inevitability, people still pray for salvation. But perhaps life and pain go hand in hand. Is there no way to avoid these scars? Our heroes encounter a girl chosen to be the key to humanity's salvation, and come face to face with the question, can we live in a world without pain? And scene. And speaking of the story, we have a comment from Nanasaki, scenario writer and director, who says of the symphony, "This time we created a scenario with the themes of pain and salvation to match the world building of the two titles we are having a crossover with. Some of the terminology used in the original works may be difficult to understand. That is, some of the terminology that perhaps is used in the Tales of games if you've never played the Tales of games before, you might not be familiar with that terminology. But the story itself can be enjoyed by both those who have played the original works and those who have never played them. We hope that you will enjoy how these characters from another world will make their mark on the world of Another Eden. Alright, so there are more elements to a crossover than to cover. We've covered some of the visuals, we've covered the music, we've covered the characters, and now we've covered the story. Let's talk about the new areas that we're going to see. The first one is the Asclepia Temple. You know, I gotta say, this this is almost exactly, not to get to speak about too many off-topic things or personal things, but I used to run last year I ran I'll call it a tabletop game, and I created I guess a monastery that I felt looked like, in my imagination, this looks almost exactly the same as that. I just think it's really cool, the idea of this temple built into the rocks. But anyway, I digress. We have the Asclepia Temple. We also have a research lab, which, once again, like, speaking of environments that that I have a soft spot for, the kind of futuristic but yet so much time has passed that nature has begun to reclaim the environment. Trope is one that I love, and I think that it's pulled off excellent here. It just, like, this kind of environment, in my mind, it just makes the story feel so lit. Like, it makes the environment feel so rich in history. Like makes you want to know what happened here. And in addition to that, we have a new mystery area. I don't know. You'll have to play to find out. Alright, let's talk about some of the mechanics of this game. Alright? First, let's get into the battle system. First, similar to the previous Tales of Collaboration, the characters in the Tales of crossover characters, Alphen, Xion, Lloyd, and Colette can use Mystic Arts. These are special skills that are learned on the 5-star ability board. When characters have less than 25% HP and their overlimit has not been consumed, their skills change to Mystic Arts. Colette can also use a Mystic Arts under certain other conditions. However, one new thing is the Concerto Arts. Alphen, Xion, Lloyd, and Colette have special abilities called Concerto Arts. They can be activated when 2 or more characters with the Concerto Arts personality are in the party. So we're going to have some more details about these mechanics on a special website. We'll be sharing that website after the live stream. So stay tuned to our Facebook, our Twitter, wherever you follow us. If you don't follow us there, please follow us there. That's we've got lots of other reasons to follow us there, not just related to this stream and the updates here. But you'll get lots of cool information by following us there. Let's talk about some of the field elements. So, Owl find you. Find the burrowing owls hidden throughout the fields. In different environments, you're gonna find some hidden owls. Follow the hoots. Hoo. 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 and find owls for a special surprise. Give a hoot, as they used to say. Cooking is back, and this time it's got a camping theme to it. You can collect materials and recipes along your travels to cook. You can keep practicing to increase your mastery of each dish. Succeed to discover brand new recipes, restore HP and MP for your party, and gain a variety of benefits. Should you fail, only your proficiency will increase. Gordon Ramsay collaboration win. That, gotta say, sounds brilliant to me. Can't imagine how that would work. And skits are back. I saw some of you talking once we realized that this was going to be a Tales of collaboration. Some of you immediately went back to, hey, that means that we're getting more skits. Absolutely, you are getting more skits. By progressing the story or meeting certain conditions, you can unlock fully voiced skit conversations. And you can choose your responses in the middle of skits. The conversation may change as a result of you choosing that. These skits may be replayed after the symphony is completed in a specific location. So if you chose one dialogue option, later on you'll be able to go back and replay it and try a different dialogue option to see how the skit would have turned out that way. And as you know, for the skits, we have these kind of special character arts that appear in the skits. Here are all of them that you can look forward to. Woot. Woot. Meow. Meow. Woot. Meow. Woot. I'm sorry, I don't think I was actually... I apologize. I don't think I was supposed to spoil that conversation that I just spoiled. Featuring. I'll be better. No more spoilers from now on. And there are more mechanics and features that we can look forward to. For example, some weapons. Forge the Devil's Arms. These weapons start off with nasty downsides, but power through to make them immensely powerful. Some kind of a cursed weapon kind of feel to them, especially citing the name Devil. Then we have the Pirate's Treasure. A man in Elzian suffers under huge debts. The one who racked them up was his great pirate ancestor, Ifrid. So look forward to those. If you want to play Crown of the Pale Dawn, we have different requirements depending on where you start. So for the prologue of each one, for Arise, you need to clear Chapter 6 of the main story, so not too far. And for Symphonia, you just need to clear the Arise prologue. And then for the main story crossover, you'll need to clear Chapter 13 of the main story if you haven't already. And of course, after you have cleared the Arise and Symphonia prologues. So if you're new to the game, if you haven't gotten that far, please be sure to do so. You have some time, and I'll get to exactly how much time you have in just a moment. But before I get to that, let's review. In version 2.14.3, the Symphony Crown of the Pale Dawn will release. Lloyd and Colette from Tales of Symphonia will become your allies. Alphen and Shion from Tales of Arise will become your allies. And in addition, you'll have all of the other characters that we met appear. Lloyd, Colette, Alphen, and Shion will not appear in encounters. Please note that. Alphen, Shion, Lloyd, and Colette can use mystic arts, and 2 or more characters that have the concerto arts will unleash a combined attack. You can find burrowing owls for a special surprise. The cooking theme this time is camp life, and you can cook successfully to restore hit points and magic points for your party and gain a variety of benefits. and all skits are fully voiced. Skits include branching dialogue choices that change the conversation. Now, at this point you may be wondering, Scott, I'm excited about the Tales of collaboration. I've got to sample some of the music and the characters, the settings, the story, the different features and mechanics that we can look forward to. But when? When is this coming out? Well, I'll tell you right after we finish Dream Team. No, I'm just kidding. We'll cover that right now. Version 2.14.3 releases December 20. December 20. That is 1 week from today. If you haven't gotten to Chapter 13 of the main story, if you're new to the game, still looking, 2.14.3 releases December 20. So get excited, 1 week from today, and just in time for the holidays. At least some of the holidays. What do we think, gang? What are your thoughts? So some, I noticed that some people in the chat theorized that today's announcement could be about a collaboration. Congratulations, you were absolutely correct in your theory. And some expressed a hope that even if it is about a collaboration, that you hope that there are more things to talk about. Well, I'm happy to report that there are indeed more things to talk about, including in the upcoming update, a little bit after 2.14.3, you can look forward to the virtuous cat who loves life itself, Fireside Cat, another style, Necoco. Now, let me be clear. I want to make sure that I'm saying this absolutely clearly. It is Necoco, not Necoco. Some people think it's spelled Necoco. It's not spelled Necoco. It's actually spelled Necoco. I mean, is that I don't know how to make myself any more clear than that. Fireside Cat Necoco, that is, not Necoco, Necoco. A specter raised at the cat shrine. As her cat-like appearance shows, she has a whimsical personality. She lives with the other shrine maidens while fulfilling the wishes written by visitors to the shrine. The descendant of a family blessed by the cat deity, she has complex feelings about her background, and as a result, she sometimes seeks attention and affirmation. See, I see a lot of... So, okay. It looks like there's still a little bit of misunderstanding in the chat. Some of you still think that it's spelled Necoco. It's not spelled Necoco. It's spelled Necoco. Right? Listen carefully. This is not correct. Necoco. This is correct. Necoco. You hear the difference? Necoco. Necoco. Get it? All right. Nialdo. We have well, let's see a little bit more about everybody's favorite Necoco with a C character, Necoco.
Business is booming! How about some kitten comfort? Card declined! Y'all come back now, you hear? Another Eden. The cat beyond time and space.
Do you see how Necoco with a C makes the phrase Necoco and Co Cafe, Necoco and Co work so much better? Once again, I believe the debate is over. And with that mic drop, I'll move on to Baki's battle tips, this time for Necoco's another style. Necoco is a great support character who for your allies. You can build your party with light allies. She's a supporter with a wide range of physical and magic skills. You can use the following skills after a type zone is deployed. 1. The skill Cat Girl Chant is a debuff for all enemies, and the effect is doubled when a zone is deployed. It also restores 1500 HP to main and reserve party members and initiates Awaken Zone. Very useful skill. Her skill, Scintillant Spirit, is very powerful due to its many effects and strength. So when a zone type zone is deployed, it changes the attack type of enemies and allies to that of the deployed zone. And buff effects are boosted by 1.5 times for light allies until the end of the turn. So she's kind of become a tactician here. She can kind of really control a lot of what's going on zone-wise in the battlefield. Leave the damage dealing to others and focus on supporting. Although only until the end of the turn, she can preemptively apply a wide range of buffs alone while also unifying her allies' attack types, making for a dream combination. For example, Flam Lapis's powerful water-type magic attack on all enemies, Otoho AS's powerful earth-type slash attack, Suzette's powerful wind-type piercing attack on all enemies, could all change to fire-type if you deploy the Raging Fire stance and then use Scintillant Spirit. Can you imagine situations where you can change Flam Lapis's Neptune from a water attack to a fire attack? That now we've got the way that this kind of changes the makeup of who can complement who beyond just who can complement Necoco. Now characters that don't necessarily match each other previously could help complement other characters. As far as party formation is concerned, as I just mentioned, and as mentioned in the previous line, it is possible to form totally new parties. So give a try to combinations you don't normally use, or try new strategies against enemies that you haven't defeated yet. Imagine, if you will, if these allies could attack with a different type. Flam Lapis and Lele AS with their powerful water-type magic attacks, Otoha AS and Philo AS with powerful slash attacks in different types. You can use Orlea to unify everyone into Thunder type. You can use Alma to unify everyone into Crystal type. You can use Jet Tactician's Shion to switch the enemy's weak points and resistances and attack the unified weak point. There are a lot of opportunities, a lot of possibilities that open up with Necoco's AS. And I think some of you had some theories on something else that was coming around the corner. This is not the final announcement we have to make. Nagi will also have Octofighter will be added to Manifestation True Weapon Discovery in a future update. So look forward to that. What are our thoughts so far now on we're out of the Symphony news, we're into some character news. We just introduced Necoco AS. And now we've got Nagi Octofighter coming around the corner. What are your thoughts? True Manifest Nagi's crazy good. There still appears to be a little bit of confusion about Necoco's name. But aside from that, it looks like we're excited. I'm excited too. Let's get into some information about some campaigns we're going to have running. Now, you may remember that one of you in the chat earlier asked, "Hey, I would love a poster of this key visual art." And then we put a little pin in that comment. I said we're going to put a pin. We'll come back to that later. We are running a poster giveaway campaign that's going to begin after this live stream. 10 lucky winners will receive a poster of the Symphony Crown of the Pale Dawn crossover's main visual art. This campaign will run until December 19th, 2:59 p.m. UTC. Now, that is just one day before the Symphony begins. We are going to be posting more information about this once again after this live stream. So stay tuned to our social media for information on how you can enter for a chance to win one of these posters. What do you need to do? Well, we'll get to that. Once again, we'll be posting on our social media information about how you can win one of these posters after the stream. Additionally, if you start, let me move out of the way here so that you guys can see this fully. If you start Symphony Crown of the Pale Dawn, you'll receive 1,000 Chronostones. 1,000. That is enough for a 10-unit pull, banner pull there. All you have to do is start the Symphony Crown of Pale Dawn. As long as you start it from the time that version 2.14.3 goes live until January 11th, 2023 at 2:59 p.m. As long as you start it before then, you will receive 1,000 Chronostones. But that is not all. In addition to those, today's item, beginning on December 20th, the day of the update, will be increased to 100 Chronostones a day. So if you log in every single day from December 20th to January 8th, that's 20 days, you can get up to 2,000 Chronostones in total. On top of that, a treasure chest containing 4 green keys and 2 red keys will appear in the space-time rift. The distribution period for that is December 20th, 3 p.m. to January 4th, 2023 at 2:59 p.m. UTC. For this, the app must be updated to 2.14.3. And, you know, I don't imagine there are too many of you in the chat that have never played Another Eden before. I imagine probably 99% of you have. However, if anybody happens to be here, if you've never played Another Eden before, from now until January 11th, 2023, if you begin playing Another Eden, you will receive 1,000 Chronostones. So perhaps you have a friend who has never played Another Eden before. You've been meaning to get them into it. Now's a good time. With the collaboration coming up, as was mentioned before, you only need to clear, I think, chapter 13 to start playing the Symphony. If you've got friends who are fans of the Tales of series, this is a great time. Between the different campaigns, you've got 1,000 for starting the Symphony. You've got 2,000 for login bonuses between December 20th and January 8th. You've got another 1,000 for just starting so for newcomers, that's 4,000 right there. Plus, as we mentioned at the top of the stream, we've got 600 more on the way for everyone. And then, in addition to that, we're going to be doing a crossover celebration screenshot campaign that will start on December 20th, where you can get up to 900 Chronostones for posting screenshots on social media. So more ways to get more Chronostones. I'm reminded of the meme of the guy holding limes, except it's all Chronostones. And how can we use these Chronostones? Well, we've got beginning December 14th, so much sooner. A Brilliant Encounter and Twin Destinies Encounter Special Winter 2022 series. The Brilliant Encounter is guaranteed to have a 4-star character or higher. That can change into a 5-star. So a 4.5-star character, as some of you know, is guaranteed on the 10th encounter. And this is, you can do that for 1,000 Chronostones for free, one time only. And then in the Twin Destinies encounter, and another style or extra style 5-star are guaranteed on the 9th and 10th encounters. That's 2. 9th and 10th encounters. That is 1,000 paid Chronostones, one time only. The Brilliant Encounter, it's Miracle. Brilliant Encounter is free Chronostones. The Twin Destinies Encounter is paid Chronostones. Just to be clear. How many times can I say in addition and also in one stream? Well, let's find out. In addition to this, we have something else that I think, I think I saw some people had their own theories about who's coming, what they can expect. I don't think I saw anybody talking about this. Parallel Time Ally, Moonlight Flower Hismena, will be released December 20th, simultaneously with Japan. Didn't see that coming, did you? Did you? What? What? That's right. Parallel Time Ally, Moonlight Flower Hismena releases December 20th, simultaneously with Japan. Let's cover this. A colorless rose caged in thorns. Parallel Time Ally, Moonlight Flower Hismena. Voiced by Riona O'Connor, the young heiress of the famous Lunabright family of Elzion. She served as the family head stand-in for some time. While she's had a first-rate education and training in the arts, she's ignorant of the world at large. She carries herself with elegance and grace, but acts more her age with the people she trusts. Let me go ahead and change our music here too while we're at it. What are your thoughts? I want to hear your thoughts. Some people some people were pretty surprised by the crossover. Some people were pretty surprised by Necoco AS. How many of you are surprised by Parallel Time Ally, Moonlight Flower Hismena? That sword whip is really sick looking. So, let's look at our timeline here. Another Eden is all about timelines. Let's look at our timeline for Another Eden. From December 14th Brilliant Encounters and Twin Destinies Encounters will go live. Newcomers to Another Eden can receive 1,000 Chronostones. So if you've got friends out there who haven't started yet, especially if they're Tales of fans, now is a great time to get into Another Eden. From December 20th, the Tales of Symphonia and Tales of Arise crossover Symphony will begin. If you start the Symphony Crown of the Pale Dawn within the time frame, which we covered earlier in January, you will get 1,000 Chronostones. Nagi Octofighter will be added to Manifestation True Weapon Discovery. You can encounter Parallel Time Ally Moonlight Flower Hismena, which will release simultaneously with Japan. You can get up to 2,000 Chronostones with the login bonus, the Today's Item, as that's going to be increased to 100 Chronostones every day for 20 days, beginning December 20th. A treasure chest containing 4 green keys and 2 red keys will appear in the Space-Time Rift. A social media campaign. There will be a social media campaign where you can get up to 900 Chronostones. That's the screenshot campaign, where, once again, more details on that will be released after the end of the stream. Then from December 27th, you can encounter Necoco AS. The Fireside Cat Treaties will be available to obtain from the next update after this, which is currently scheduled for January 2023. All right. Once again, version 2.14.3 releases on December 20th. That's 1 week from today. So get excited for that. That does it for all of the news that we have today around the Symphony, around other updates that we got coming up. What are you most excited about? I'd say for me it's the Symphony for sure, but I want to hear from you. What are you most looking forward to? Some people looking forward to Necoco most. Everything. Once again, both, everything, multiple things, completely valid answers. Hismena, a lot of love for Hismena. more Scott ASMR. Is that what you're more excited for? All right, maybe the next April Fool's video I do. We'll think about it. That does it for the news. If you'd like, at this point here, we can go ahead and we can call it a day. We can end on a high note and say farewell. But if any of you would like to stick around, we've got a couple more rounds of the community version of Dream Team that we haven't shared yet, that we haven't gotten to yet. So if anybody's interested in finishing the Dream Team, what do you think? Should we finish the Dream Team bit before we sign off for the day? Let's finish it. All right. We'll go back up. We'll finish the Dream Team before we finish out the day. Where were we? We were in round 2. So this is a little bit of I guess an adrenaline crash here after all of the excitement behind all of the news. We're coming back down to just have a little bit of fun, a nice little appetizer here, or a dessert, little fun segment before we say goodbye for today. You'll recall I've already read off these, but as a reminder, the first one is called Chaos. Got you for the fireworks that is bound to get out of hand. You need Yuna to put out the fireworks with the out of hand fireworks with the dance. Yifa to give Yuna enough courage for that. Claw to stand up comedy. Nagi, we need someone to finish all the leftovers, and Hardy, who invited himself. Then the number 2, we have the small SMOL creature squad. Can't say if they fit at a holiday party, but hey, aren't they cute? And then finally, Chill, Bistrare for the songs, Fine for cooking, Suzette for eating everything. Fine cooks, but mostly sweets, of course. Altena is Fine's friend, and Aldo and Nona just chilling in the background like two friends. So let's run this poll. Round 2, holiday party. 1, 2, and 3. Our poll is live. Who do you think among this round would be the best group to plan a holiday party? The best group to plan your holiday party. Looks like we've got 3 is taking a lead. An early lead so far. While you're voting, I'm going to take a sip from my invisible chalice here. My magical item that has absolutely no use. There's no reason being invisible is helpful at all. Number 3 still with a fairly commanding lead. A lot of compelling arguments here. For example, because Nona, or because Mistrare. I mean, sounds like those would hold up in court. One that just says, gotta you, gotta you, gotta you, gotta you, gotta you. Just a little time to go, but it looks like number 3 is going to take this one. Not voting for 2 feels like animal cruelty. So Maria going for the guilt approach. So I just showed my desktop background for a split second there. That's the end of our vote. Let's see where we're at. I mean, I think if you're a long-time follower of our social media, you'll know I'm a fan of a certain Kansas City-based sports team. Kalba Corp is real. Yeah, so we've got, once again, number 3 takes this round with 46% of the vote. Let's take a look at our winners, our submitters. These were the people who submitted this one. The name's Kazik, who I believe I saw you in here. I think you're in the chat here. Congratulations to you. Please don't spend your imaginary internet point all in one place. Spend it responsibly. Round 3, holiday planners. Same theme. All of these will be the same things. For this round, we have the first one is simply called Holiday. We all know, and this is their reasoning, we all know Dragon Palace peeps like to party, so Sheila as the planner. This isn't the first time that people referenced Sheila's ability to throw a party at the palace as part of their reasoning. Seti is the one who funds it and prepares gifts for children and for children characters. Samara and Pizzuka, Mama, prepares or in charge of food and snacks. Curio and Victor are secretly scheming for pranks to be thrown in. In the number 2 spot, we have Sweeten. I love to throw a holiday party with them because they're sweet, fun, kind of silly. I hope, well, we'll not spoil anything. They're sweet, fun, and kind of silly. And then finally, also called Holiday, in the 3rd spot, their reasoning here. Claude, because he has the most pizzazz and knows how to be entertaining, plus he brings long-forgotten dish, ABC of cooking. Tsubame, because she likes to eat, and can't harm to have a clone of her help. Yifa, and I'm going to make it appropriate for an all ages YouTube stream, what I'll say is that Yifa, because she is a lively party guest. Hardy, because he's a sharp dresser and looks like the guy who can, once again, for the sake of this stream, who can responsibly be a lively party guest. And Azami doesn't seem like she goes out a lot. She could use a little practice socializing. And then the Rainbow Sisters, we have here, they're not pictured, Knight and Robot, because we all know that they've crashed the party anyway. So let's let the voting begin. Here. Start our poll. Round 3. What do you all think? Which one of these groups would you want to plan your holiday? Party. Plan your holiday party. Number 3 is taking an early lead. You know, I feel like, who won the last one? The last one was also number 3, and I think the one before that, at the very beginning of the stream, was number 1. So far, the folks in the number 2 spot have been having a rough time of it. Although they're often second place if they're not in every one of them, I think. Three, because Hardy and Yifa lively party guest contest. Rise makes the compelling argument of Tsubame. And 2 minutes has passed. We're going to go ahead and end the poll. Number 3, once again, for the second time in a row, number 3 is the winner with 43% of the vote. We'll take a look. Here are our submitters for this group. Congratulations, Clambo, who's here in the chat. Yeah, there you are. Congratulations to you. Once again, you know, you get a shiny imaginary internet point. Just don't let it go to your head, man. Like, some people can win this imaginary internet point, and sometimes lives are just destroyed because they don't know what to do with it, or it attracts lots of unwanted attention. I just want to caution, you know, as you receive your imaginary internet point, that you're responsible with it. That's all I want to say. Finally, this will be our last round for this, and then we'll call it an evening, my time, or a morning, perhaps where you all are, or afternoon, wherever you happen to be in the world. The first group in the number 1 slot is Christmas LOL, Christmas LOL. Aldo, he's literally there. Fine to make the sandwiches or rice balls. Flam Lapis, Aisha are the guests. Suzette to bring the sweets, and Claude, because he's Claude, period. And the next party is called Ikemen Only. Who wouldn't want to party with these boys? That's all they wrote. That's it. Husbandos for the win. And then SN7K, who's calls this Hole Parte. Rika is the center of everything. A party planner with a futuristic internet's worth of stats on the best decor, activities, etc. She has the processing power to manage the whole process. Miyu can provide funding and manpower, and as royalty also has connections to entertainers, decorators, tailors, etc. Ciel, of course, for singing with his magic songs that will make everyone have a magical time. Lovely is the head not chef. She won't touch the food, but will tell everyone what to do. She has access to exotic 20,000 BC ingredients and recipes that are better than whatever is in Rika's database, probably. And Aldo's guest list is nuts. He serves mostly to send invites and act as the taxi driver with Synth Hydra for everyone in all eras to join. And Mackie's the tree. Alright, gotta say, some of these descriptions are a little more descriptive than others. But how much of an effect on your votes will that have? Well, let's see this last round of the community edition of Dream Team. The voting is now live. Let's see, we've got, oh, interesting. Number 1 so far. But it's close. This one's quite a bit closer. We've got number 1 with 38%. Number 2 has 32%. Now it's changing a little bit. 1 is building on its lead a bit. If you think you've got a solid case for which one should be voted for, now's the time to state your case. 95 votes right now. Number 1 is in the lead with 40%. Number 2 following with 32%. Number 2 once again in the number 2 spot. And number 3 bringing up the rear with 29%. But it's still, with only 100 votes, it's still anybody's game. Number 1 appears to be widening the margin. 42% of the vote. A percentage that is in fact the answer to life, the universe, and everything. Oh, starting to see a little bit of a climb back. (41 to 33 to 26 for numbers 1, 2, and 3 respectively. And there we have it. 2 minutes have elapsed. We have our winner, which is number 1 with 39% of the vote. It started to lose. Number 2 started to catch up at the end there, but it was too little, too late. Let us see who won our last point. That goes to Carlos YT. Congratulations, Carlos, on your imaginary internet point. I encourage you to look forward to all of the fame and fortune that your imaginary internet point is sure not to bring. Thank you. All right, that does it for Dream Team. And that does it for our stream. So, thank you very much once again, everyone, for coming and hanging out with me today with all this news. This is our final live stream of 2022. It has been a year of really, really good live streams with you all. I've loved and looked forward to every time I get to do this, largely because you all are such a positive and supportive and fun community to be a community manager for. You make my job very fun and easy, and I cannot tell you how much I really, truly do appreciate all of you. For more information on all of the things I went over, I don't know, watch the video again. The VOD will be up pretty soon, so you can get that. Happy New Year, everyone! The next time I talk to you, it will be 2023. I look forward to hearing your New Year's resolutions and sharing with you more exciting news about another Eden the Cat Beyond Time and Space. And until then, thank you, happy holidays, and Happy New Year.
Say